welcome back to another interview questionnaire, folks. How's it going? You know, same guest as before. Welcome on set, Migdalia Bonilla, the host of Life with Migdalia, a podcast that you can listen to on Spotify and here on YouTube. Shall we begin?
Yeah.
Perfect. What does healing look like to you in your 20s?
Oh, healing is messy. It's confusing. It's getting lost within yourself and never really knowing what's going to happen or who you're going to be when your healing is done. Because is it ever really done? You should have no expectations when it comes to healing in your 20s. Honestly, I've just given up on all expectations with everything.
Right. How do you stay present when everything feels chaotic?
So I used to have a lot of anxiety with life in general, and I really started to hunker down on working out. That's helped my anxiety a lot. Staying in the present, I like to do my breathing exercises, so like the box method, and just reminding myself like, hey, slow down, don't rush this, like life goes by so quickly. So try to focus on the here and now rather than focusing on the future and stressing yourself out more.
Right. Were there times you felt pressure to have it all figured out? And how did you deal with that?
Yeah, so I see a lot of people on social media like have everything, and I really don't know if that's because they still like live with their parents or their parents helped them out or what really happened, but I feel like watching people on social media have everything that I kind of wish I had, like a house, marriage, kids, like having that mental timeline that people kind of put on you has been really difficult. And I just have to keep reminding myself like everyone's timeline is different. Everything happens for a reason. And, you know, when my time comes to have kids or get married or have my own house, like it'll be when the time is right and I can't rush it.
Right. Yeah. Well, what daily practices or rituals help you feel grounded?
I don't necessarily have a lot of rituals or practices. I have a hard time like sticking to my skincare routine, honestly, but having a purpose to get dressed and go to work and actually do something that has an impact on my day really helps me mentally. So I really do need to get into rituals and stuff for myself.
Right. How do you define self-care beyond bubble baths or wellness trends?
I tried picking up journaling, but then I was like, why not do podcasting? Because podcasting is kind of like journaling or like talking to myself like through a voice memo and just talking about how I'm feeling. Because I could ramble on for hours, but sitting down and like bringing a journal and having that all out, like kudos to anybody who journals because that stuff definitely difficult to get into. But yeah, beyond bubble baths and skincare and everything, I would definitely say podcasting has kind of become my little outlet.
That's a good answer, yeah. Right. Did you experience setbacks that felt like failure? How did you reframe them?
Honestly, a lot of the setbacks that I have are from my career. So, like spending 7 years at a dead end job where they didn't appreciate me, or like when I would ask to learn something new, they kind of just brushed it off like it was nothing. So that really put me down in the dumps. And I was like, okay, like, am I even learning anything new? And that was a really big failure. Also, not being able to find a job with my background, especially on my resume, like that kept feeling like a failure. Not having enough money in my savings account, just feeling like I haven't done anything worthwhile, but I have to keep reminding myself like I'm still young and I don't need to have it figured out right now.
Right. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice about healing, what would it be?
Healing isn't going to be the same as everyone else's. You're going to have different milestones unlike anyone else's. But as long as you have a healthy outlet and a process for your healing, I definitely recommend that. But don't compare yourself to other people who have been through similar situations, who have healed differently, and how much faster or slower their progress has been, because everyone's different.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. No, yeah. That's totally good. Well, that concludes this interview. You folks have a good night.